Hello guys, I hope you are all well. My name is Maddie Bruce and I am a YouTuber who makes all kinds of videos, but what I really love doing is making videos on all topics of mental health. I've been through my own personal struggle and was actually diagnosed with borderline personality disorder finally when I was 21. Today is World Mental Health Day and I'm here in collaboration with The Mix, who are just such an amazing charity, to bring you a mental health Q&A. I wanted to kind of touch on the theme of World Mental Health Day, which is suicide prevention. So I basically just have a load of questions that I'm going to answer, and I really hope that this is helpful to you guys in some way. Okay, question number one. I feel like I can't put into words what's wrong. How can I help explain it? Okay, when it comes to this question, I always find it really helpful if you look at how your feeling is affecting your day-to-day life. This is what I always advise people when they first go to the doctors, to tell how they feel, but they find it difficult to put it into words. How does it affect you on a day-to-day basis? Are you feeling tired and unmotivated? Are you isolating yourself? Are you not going out with your friends? I think it's really useful, even if you can't like string a sentence together, to just write like kind of key words down about how you're feeling on a page, and then hopefully once you start, more words will come to you. But I completely get it, and that is why people like The Mix or doctors, mental health professionals are there to help kind of get that out of you and give you the right help for how you are feeling. Next question, what advice would you give to someone who is struggling with suicidal thoughts? Unfortunately, I've been in this position many times. When I was 17, I went through a really difficult time and ended up in hospital multiple times following suicide attempts. So I completely get how it is to be in this just complete hopeless headspace. It's so difficult to find the words to say. I would probably just say hold on, live. Like for me, I think I found it too hard, you know, when I was suicidal, to think too far into the future. So what I just used to do was focus on getting through like the next few hours of my life. And what kind of kept me going through my suicidal periods were my dog. She was really great to cuddle. Speaking to my family, it's so important if you are feeling like that you communicate to someone. And I know when you're in that mindset you don't want to tell anyone, but trust me, there are so many people around you who love you and who do not want that to happen to you. So if you can just focus on the small victories in your day. If you got up, amazing. Like if you got out of bed, great. Overall, I would just say I am kind of proof that it does get better, and I completely understand how painful it is to be in that situation. And it actually took me to go into a psychiatric hospital to be able to get through that period. So literally just focus on anything positive in your life, your friends, your family, your pets. And obviously there are so many helplines you can call. You can always go to your doctors for help. Therapy is a must, so you can tackle the issues of why you are actually in the suicidal headspace. What advice do you have for feeling hopeless about mental health ever improving? So I was in hospital when I was 17 and I am now 24. Number one, I never actually thought I would live to this age. But number two, I'm kind of like, now that I honestly feel like I should be free of all mental health issues. Mental health never goes away. I think what you need to learn is that you will just learn to manage it better. And it's like, recovery is not linear. It's gonna go up and down and all around, and you just have to stick it out. Next question, what is the first step to getting help and how do you do it? Okay, so what I always say to people is to go to your doctors. Like I said earlier, write down just kind of how your current mood is affecting your day-to-day life and how you are feeling. Take that with you on your phone or on, you know, a notepad or something, and just tell them that this is how you're feeling. If you don't feel up to going to your doctors, obviously, you know, things like the Mix's helpline, you could call them up and ask them for advice if you're not ready to go and face a doctor. The thing is with mental health waiting lists is you can be on the waiting list a long time. And a lot of the time, people can't wait, aka me. I ended up in a psychiatric unit way before, like, you know, I would have been able to go and see someone like Cam. So this is why something like the helpline that the Mix does, or they even have a text crisis service, which is really good if you're in a crisis and if you are feeling suicidal, that you can message, and they can also set up therapy sessions. Next question: how can I support a friend or sibling who's struggling with mental health? Just be there for them. I think the thing is, with supporting someone with mental health, is that they know that you're not going to judge them. So whatever they say, I think they need to feel like they can come to you and confide in you, and you're not going to be like, oh, like, why are you telling me this? Just listen to them, let them know that you are there, make sure you are checking up on them, plan nice things for you to do together, and also you can encourage them to go and seek help, or if they're getting help, help them along with that. Go with them and wait for them while they have their therapy session. I think because we live in this whole world of social media and showing that everything is okay, like sending actual messages to people or giving a phone call and saying like, look, how are you doing, is really important. How to recover from a suicide attempt. I think this is difficult because no one actually really talks that much about the aftermath of a suicide attempt. You look at life kind of very differently, and it's kind of just like, it just sucks that you kind of wake up and you're still feeling the same and you're still kind of on the earth. For me, what helped was literally just living a really easy life. So when I was really suicidal, I dropped out of college. So then when I would come back from hospital after attempts, I would kind of have nothing to do. And my mum at the time actually took time off work, which was really beneficial to me, because she would then just say to me like, wherever you want to go, whatever you want to do, we'll go out and do it. So I think it's really important to just go with how you're feeling on that day. And just make small plans. Like I said, focus on just getting through the next few hours. You need to look after yourself. You need to try your best just to have the basics of try and feed your body, try and sleep as well as you can. I know everything is probably like all over the place, but just hold on to the fact that, trust me, it gets better. And make sure you are going to therapy, speaking to a crisis team, speaking to anyone. Okay, I'm about to start therapy and I'm nervous because I was told it can feel worse at first. Is this true? Yeah, I feel like a lot of people, this is why they kind of stop therapy and think that it's not for them, because obviously you have to get everything out before you can then actually do the work on it. You're gonna have to open up and you're gonna have to talk about some uncomfortable feelings and things that have happened to you. But it's all part of the process. It takes a while to get to that stage where you come out of therapy and you feel that relief, but once you do get to that stage, it is so great. Okay, last question: how do you talk to friends without feeling like a burden and bringing them down? This is literally such a common issue with people that suffer with mental health problems. You don't want to kind of put a downer on everybody else's day, but let me tell you, I'm sure if they were your true friends, they would rather you told them than you sit there and suffer in silence. I would rather my friend told me something and the mood was kind of low for a while, but then I was able to help them and give them advice on that situation, and then we were kind of able to move forward from that. I would not want my friend to sit there and be acting okay when something is on their mind. Like, no, that is what friends are for. They're there for you to open up to and talk to. I guess the best way to do it, if you don't want to feel like a massive burden, is just to kind of dip your toe in telling them, look, like, I'm feeling a little anxious today, I'm feeling a little low today, so if you sense that I'm a little bit off, then that's why. And then obviously then they're open to ask you, oh, like, what's wrong? So yeah, I mean, I have so many other questions, so I may well actually just carry on answering them over on my Instagram stories, but I really hope that the ones that I have answered today have helped you guys in some way. Even maybe just knowing that there's someone out there that has been through absolute hell, been in that suicidal headspace, and somehow managed to get out of it, gives you some hope. I am sending love to all of you, and my DMs are always open, but more importantly, the Mix is there for you for any of your needs to do with relationships, school, mental health, all of that. I will hopefully see you all very soon, and for now, goodbye.